Hi everyone, welcome to what I'm gonna say is gonna be the first episode in this mini series that I wanted to record, really around reviewing each room in our house. So this is the room that we're gonna be looking at. Not a huge space, however, we wanted everything to feel very open, also inviting for conversation. So as you walk through here, definitely didn't want to put anything blocking the walking area. We just have here, I would say maybe this is a three or two person seater. I mean, my husband, my dog, and myself, we can all fit on here really nicely. But my dog is pretty big and he takes up a lot of space. So maybe 4 small people if you have kids or anything. So we have this sofa here. We wanted to also have extra seating. If anyone else comes over, sometimes we do have some chairs that we bring out as well if there is a larger group, but wanted to put a chair there that was lower profile so it wasn't blocking the view. But our floor plan, it's also directly connected to our kitchen area, which will be saved for another video, and it's pretty messy right now. But yeah, that is not the focus of this video today. I am by no means saying that this is a perfect room. It's just the way I kind of designed and styled it. And if you are looking for inspiration, or if it just kind of, inspires you in some way to mix and match things and be a little bit more playful in terms of the furniture pieces you're incorporating, I would be extremely happy. So the first piece that I want to review is this Muse brass floor lamp from Crate & Barrel. The thing that really drew me to this lamp is this rounded silhouette. And I would say overall we do really like it. It's very pretty at night. The mood lighting is just right. The only thing is that I'll share a picture of what I expected the light bulb to look like in this video, and it didn't come with that. It came with this little dinky thing, which is just not the same effect. And yeah, I guess I could go for a hunt to see where I can find that actual light bulb, but yeah, I was pretty disappointed about that. And I like how the lampshades facing towards the ceiling and up kind of like this is that the dust and the dirt, everything just accumulates there and it ends up looking gross over time. So yeah, I really liked how this was easy to keep clean. It was a different shape. It was interesting. Absolutely fell in love with like the mix of the brass, this like bubbly glass look. It's supposed to have that milky light bulb in there, but still working on finding that. And then the marble base as well. So a lot of great things and elements beside that, we have our media or TV console, and this is the Moda Burlwood console from Crate & Barrel. I get a lot of questions on this piece, and at first I was worried and I didn't like it because it was pulling pretty orangey in contrast to our wooden floors, and it took a while for it to grow on me. I almost wanted to return it, but I ended up keeping it. I still in love with and very happy with that decision to today. The burl wood is just so beautiful and timeless, and I love how each piece is unique in its own way and all the details and the natural elements that it brings to the room. I also really like how it's not directly sitting on the floor, which gives a little bit more of that open feeling for the room. It's got some legs here. I don't know, that's a couple of inches. I think around like 3 or 4. Only annoying thing is that when this guy is playing with his ball, we spend a lot of time trying to get that ball out from under there, and yeah, it's just a lot of minor annoyances, but other than that, the piece itself is really, really great. We are definitely optimizing the storage. I think all of it's full. We keep our board games here. I have a load of candles, especially for hosting and things like that, and it keeps it all nicely hidden away. And then I think this is just where we have additional like vases or vases and our switch. And then for these as well, you'll have the hole that nicely feeds the cords in so that everything is nicely tucked away as well. Beside that, we have this little, I guess, side table. You can actually stack it. It does come with something that you can add on that's taller, but you can also buy them individually. And I also just got this travertine. I am obsessed with travertine. So beautiful. I figured you can use it as a plant stand. I actually saw Vanessa Hudgens' tour of her house, and she had something similar for her plants with a huge monstera on top of it, and that was gold, but my monstera is not big enough yet, but I'm using it right now for my money tree and this other rubber plant that I have. Yeah, and it gets a lot of great sunlight here, and when it's golden hour, really, really pretty to see. The next furniture piece here is the, what's it called? The Fields cane chair by the amazing Leanne Ford. It was with her, part of her collaboration with Crate and Barrel, and once I saw this in the store, I knew I needed to have it. Ugh, it's a bad thing. But this piece, I originally had it up in our bedroom, and we had it in the corner and found that we weren't using it. So we moved it down here, and it's such a better space for it. We definitely have more use for it here, whether it's we're reading in the afternoon or having someone over. Really comfy chair. I would say that if you do have a dog with longer fur like myself, I found that that fur is pretty visible because the cushion is pretty white, so just something to be aware of. If you lint roll it, it will come off, but of course pet hair is something that I often struggle with in this house and wanted people to be aware of that. Another helpful tip is Scotch guarding this fabric. So that's something that I did. I wanted to make sure that we were protecting it because it is so white and it's not removable from the actual chair frame itself. Definitely wanted to avoid any stains. If you do decide to move with this chair, I definitely think it's cushy. It's really, really comfortable, but something that you might want to be careful with as well. I would say the hardest piece to actually decide on for this room was our coffee table. And for the longest time, I couldn't find something that I was in love with. And then I finally stumbled upon this. It is the Miro coffee table in marble and natural wood. Yeah, overall, really, really happy with this piece. I also get a ton of questions on this coffee table as well. I like how this marble ties in with the base of that lamp, and it also is lighter and brighter to contrast with the floors, and also just keeps that nice airy feeling to the space. Okay, this is a very honest review of this sofa from RH, and it took a while for this sofa to come in. He's trying to be in my video. And we were looking for, or I was looking for something. Yeah, we were looking for something that was slip covered because we have this guy in our house and we wanted something lighter in fabric as well. So I wanted something easy to wash and keep clean. This sofa was definitely an investment, and I would say we loved it up until recently, where our dog got on it and he got the cushions dirty. So it being a slip covered sofa, I figured why not throw it in the wash to wash it, because that's the whole point of it. But apparently you're not allowed to do that, or you're not supposed to do that. So that was a big no-no. What ended up happening is that the cushions shrunk, and now there is, and I keep in mind, I didn't even dry them or wash them with hot water, and now there's this huge gap. So I'm really upset. I'm gonna make a slip covered sofa. Might as well make it machine washable. I guess that's just me being a newbie. So to save anyone a headache, or anyone who has a sofa or thinking about it, definitely do not wash these in the washer. Other than that, the sofa, extremely comfortable. I love how it's one cushion. Would I get it again? Maybe, but I'm sure there are other options out there. So So guys, that wraps up the tour of my family room. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found that the reviews were helpful and honest and gave you some inspiration for your place as well.